Welcome to the bridge of the Here's to Us, where we spent a wonderful evening here in Henry, Illinois, on the old dock wall. Thanks to Robert, Mary, and Wyatt for driving out to say hello. That was very nice of you, and we wish you the best. It is very peaceful here this morning, smoke on the water, and we don't really know where we're going. We have the Peoria Lock in front of us, and if we can get through that lock, we're going to attempt to do that. We have 2 locks to go until we get to Grafton, Illinois, where we intend to spend a few days. But we'll just see what happens, and whether we stop in Peoria because the lock is going to take too long, or we go south of that. We may be stopping at a boat club dock. We may be stopping at an anchorage. We don't know. So it is truly a day of toward the unknown. Let's go.
Pulling away from the old Henry Lock wall. It was just purchased by a couple, remodeling, redoing everything. Really enjoyed our stay here because the town of Henry was a lot of fun for us. Sam is backing out of this because he knows there's enough water under us the way that we came. So I would have thought, hey, let's just go out the front, right? There's an opening. But no, the brains of the operation here said we need to back out because we know we have water that way. But have you ever seen anything like that? Well, I know those of you that have been here, and thank you for sharing your pictures on Facebook. It was fun to see those pictures of those of you that have stayed here when you did your loop. As he's backing out, there is this bridge behind us. He's going to be making his way over to the left, following the breadcrumbs that we used coming in here, and then we'll be going under that bridge.
So underway here, we're about mile 195 or so, and off to the right is Henry Island. And people often ask about anchoring, on the river, and you can kind of see there are spots that you could anchor and stay out of the way of the tows at night. This Henry Island, if you look on the chart there, you will see it's about mile 194-ish. Goes pretty long for about a mile and a half. There's an upper Henry and there's a lower Henry Island, and depending on the size and draft of your boat, looks like a pretty good anchorage if you wanted to anchor.
I cannot believe what I am looking at right now. I don't know if I've seen that many pelicans together hanging out on the river. Going down Illinois River this morning, and there are just tons and tons and tons of pelicans. Starts here and then they go around the bend. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Maybe they're making their plans to venture south for the winter. Getting it organized, having seminars, workshops, when the best time to go, who's going to go with who. But there are just so many pelicans.
So about mile 180.5 on the Illinois River, and we are hearing thuds in the boat every once in a while. Makes me think I hit something, but it's not. It's Asian carp hitting the boat. This is Chillicothe. There's supposedly a free dock here, but good luck getting in with 4.5 foot draft.
Sam said he could see 3 AIS signals back there. But he was also told that it's too shallow for us to get in there. I can't see it from here, but there's actually a marina back there.
We are at mile 175 on the Illinois River, and this is what's called Peoria Lake. It's very wide along here, but it is very narrow and skinny, and the notes say from it's about 15-mile stretch or so, stay in that channel. Definitely want to stay in the channel. As you look at the chart, it will get shallow pretty quick. So this is the route that the barge is taking. Right now we're showing a depth of about 14. We did hit back there by Chillicothe a area that was under 10 feet. Never really got lower than about 9.5. But really, you want to monitor your navigation equipment very closely going through here. We continue to get hit every once in a while by Asian carp hitting the boat. I don't know what's in their mind. They just want to hit the boat. I don't know. So it's a fish. We continue to move along here, and we're going to call the lock soon in Peoria and see what the situation is there. I would rather get below the lock and figure a place to tie up for the night or anchor rather than staying in Peoria and then waiting for the lock tomorrow, because it looks like there's some rain showers on the way as well. So just trying to monitor our journey down the river as to where we're going to stay. So we'll be making a decision here in the next hour or so as to what our primary destination is for the evening.
Sam has talked to this barge coming. What's his name?
Carl Cannon.
Carl Cannon. And as a check on our AIS, he asked Carl Cannon if they could see us, and he affirmed that yes, he could see us. So we are both transmitting and receiving. Aren't you glad you did that check?
Yeah, for sure.
Coming up to Peoria. Great downtown area. Right in front of the Spirit of Peoria, there is a long wall with power, and you could stay here and then just walk to a lot of things to do in downtown Peoria. Just went past Peoria downtown. I noticed Sam was, were you on the radio?
Yeah, I was on the radio. There's this bridge here, a couple of different charts on it, and I called the bridge operator, and he says he thinks it's 18 or 19, but he's not sure, so he's going to lift it for us. But the problem is he's got a train coming, so
Oh boy.
probably only one train a day that goes by it, and we happen to pick the time. So he says about 15 minutes, so we'll be looking for a train. And as we sneak up on it, we might see that, you know, maybe the boards are allowing us to go under, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to chance it, does it?
I like the way you think.
Yeah. So we'll see.
What made you notice it?
Well, I noticed it when I did my planning, and I had jotted it down, and it said 19.8. However,
It does look low.
yeah, it looks low, but there's
Not-
a good chance we could get under it. But why not have them open it, and we'll get to see a train go by.
I don't know why it can't be as tall as this bridge we're getting ready to go under right now.
I just would not have wanted. I mean, I'm looking at the height of where that track is. Look at where the track is, and then it's
Oh,
lower
yeah.
than that, you know, right?
Yeah, well, I
It'd be
think,
lower than that because where the track is, yeah. So
I think-
we would not have gotten under that. I don't
well, I
think.
think you made the right call.
Going to give the lock a call here. We're coming around the bend about 15-20 minutes out from the Peoria Lock, so we'll give them a call, see what's going on. Well, we made a valiant attempt at contacting them, so can't get them. We'll just kind of wait and sneak up on them. And we see up here there is a place called Coochie's on the water, and talked to the bartender, said we could tie up there if we wanted to. However, we're gonna go ahead and get through the lock if we can, unless we get something back from the lock here in the next minute or so, and then we might just kind of go into Coochie's and have lunch. I don't know. We'll see. We're making it up as we go along here.
Last time we were here at the Peoria Lock.
Peoria Lock on southbound close the boat. Go ahead and bring range before we're ready for it. Just take her easy going past this boat here.
Yeah, we're slowing her down. Thank you, sir. Copy. Clear to enter.
Logmaster just told Sam to be careful of that toe that's on the left on his wall and to come on in around him. But the last time we were here, the water level was so high that we did not have to go through this lock. We just drove right past on the other side. It was nice. Really nice. But this lock is only, what, about 7 feet, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a big drop at all. And we are going to be floating in the middle. You can't ask for a better situation. Now, when there's more than one boat traveling, I'm sure they wouldn't let you just float in the middle. This is kind of a small lock. But that toe is pretty close, isn't it, to this? City of Ottawa. That was a fun place to stay. Looks like they're doing work. You know, 2 years ago, 2019, we had to go through this area, several looper boats at a time, because they were working on the locks. They were actually, well, they actually did close the locks for several months to work on them. So all the looper boats bunched up and had to hurry to get through these. Looks like that group is working on the lock. And the gate, well, look, Sam, see the gate where they are?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to drop, or you think we're just going this way?
No, he's going to close the gate once we're
okay.
Once we're behind it there. We'll just kind of float in the middle here, and once we're past it, they'll just kind of keep her in place, and that way we can steer her down if we have to.
All right. See how the captain's doing up here. It's definitely harder for you, isn't it?
Well, a little bit, but not big. Big deal is I elected to come here to shelter from the wind, and now it looks like it's taking me in there, so we'll just kind of stay here, stay off of that side, because the wind is definitely wants me blow me to the starboard side, so I figured this building here would be a little shelter from the wind, but we're fine. You can see it's already starting to go down by the water line there, so we're good. Yeah, but this is a little bit harder for me than it is for you. You're just holding the camera.
I know. I love this lock.
It's only about 7 feet down, and like Rev said last time, boy, there was
serious
obviously a
water
lot
going
more
there.
water because we would have had to get over that. Maybe that's the wicket. That's probably the wicket. So it would go down, I guess, once the water's high enough. That would go down, and that's the wicket dam there. So that thing would fold down. So there'd be a little bit more clearance going over it, but we went through there with a couple other boats.
I remember these stacks the last time we came through here. So cool. I think we're going to be docking close enough so we can see them all the time. Not sure yet. So have to keep you posted on that. We are headed to some boat club is letting us tie up tonight.
Well, we made it. We are definitely accomplishing our goals of being off the beaten path. We are at the Pekin Boat Club, just north of a bridge here, and got tied up. Some gentlemen helped us tie up, and we are going to go explore, see what it's like here in Pekin. So sometimes these places are the best to go because it's a new experience, and Rev did a wonderful job again with a challenging docking situation. So we'll see you next time on the Here's to Us.